Hello and good evening. Apologies for the delay there. I was just making sure we were all systems go here. And apologies for the delay in the start of the stream. I may have accidentally not signed up for the event correctly and caused a bit of a delay in the proceedings here. But yeah, we are now live and we are now in qualifying. We're just riding here with Brandon Williams. He's the first man out on track. I do love this livery he's got as well, like this kind of snakeskin livery. But yeah, a bit of a chaotic start to the day, but we are going. Can I just get... I'm not sure my stream manager's working correctly, so if you are in the stream, can you just like drop a message in the chat, let me know you can hear me and everything's going okay on that end? And yeah, we'll get this qualifying underway as Brandon Williams here crosses the line to start the first qualifying lap of the day. As some of you will know, I said in the chat earlier, there was actually me and Klopty was just saying in the chat that there's a lot of McLarens out at the minute. You know, a lot of drivers constantly racing in the McLarens, and we put a kind of call to order to say, let's just go out there and see if we can get less McLarens in the field, and we challenge some of the top drivers at XCL to maybe drive a different car today. Obviously, being a fan of the Porsche, I kind of tried to get most people to drive the Porsche, and we have got a few Porsche drivers out there. And yeah, as you can see from the list on the left hand side, there is a few McLaren drivers, only 4 of them to be exact. But so to only have 4 McLaren drivers of the 26 in this field today, that is quite an achievement. So hopefully we might actually see some different cars at the front of the leaderboard, because normally most races we're just watching like 1 or 2 McLarens battle out at the front. So yeah, it'd be kind of interesting to see who's going to go out there and maybe put a different manufacturer on pole, and who's going to put a different manufacturer on the podium today. So I think Brandon Williams here will be looking to as he gets a little slide on there, and he's right in the middle of the track. So there was me just talking about him there, and yeah, he has done a nice little 360 and he's going to go on his way. I think that was is that Cozy Lerner that's gone in behind him? I mean, Cozy being in today's race will probably in that Ferrari, he's probably going to put that Ferrari on podium. But yeah, Shumi Racing in the chat just saying loud and clear. So thank you, Shumi. I just wanted to make sure people can hear me. So at least I know now I haven't been talking to myself for the last 3 minutes. But Brandon Williams there was just spun out on his first qualifying lap, and it looks like Cozy Lerner is going to set the first time of the day, which is a 1:46 flat. And we see Sealf go across the line 5 seconds off the pace. So I think most people are just trying to get into their kind of groove here. Everyone knows that Cozy is one of the best drivers, well, not only in XCL, just one of the best drivers on Xbox that I have seen. We're actually quite sport today as well, because looking at the anyone that's just sort of new to XCL, I will mention this whilst qualifying is going on. So I will just ride with someone else quickly whilst I talk for a second. Corded Pants is going to get a little screen time here as I talk. Yeah, but anyone that's new to XCL will know that, won't know, but we have different classes. So as you move up, each race you do with XCL, you get like XCL points. So if you do quite well in the race, your points will go up. If you don't do very well, your points will go down. Every driver starts in the rookie class, and then you move your way up into bronze, silver, gold, and then platinum. And anyone that's got a white banner on their name is a platinum plus driver. So we actually, and normally you have about 3 or 4 in every single race. Looks like today we have 3, 6, 7, 8 platinum drivers in this field. So anyone that's like a rookie here, and a rookie you can easily see from the red banners here, if they have a good result against such a high class field, they might see themselves getting quite a big boost to their XCL rating today. So and anyone that's got like the silver badge next to their name, they are basically a bronze, silver or gold driver. So yeah, we're blessed with a really all-star car, shall I say. There's quite a lot of platinum drivers out here, quite a lot of skillful drivers, so it will be good to see what people can do today. But let's go ahead now with 10 minutes to go to have a look at some qualifying times. I'm just going to ride with the 4:44 car of Sylph. He was 5.5 seconds off the pace on his first lap, but on his second lap he goes P2, 1 second off of Cozy. Brandon obviously recovering from his spin. He goes into second place, about 0.6 off of Cozy, and then Zidane pops in there as well. Look at that. I was saying there was 8 platinum drivers in this qualifying session or in this race, and all 8 of those drivers are the top 8 on this field, showing the anyone that's watching today why they are some of the best drivers in XCL and on Xbox, PlayStation. So yeah, really good good showing there from the Platinum drivers. So I think we're going to be spoilt today, or treated to a very, very good race. Let's see who's coming around now to set some more times. Then the number 17 car, looks like he's come around the last couple of corners now. I'm just trying to find out who that. Oh no, sorry, 37. That is Sabre. Sabre currently running in 16th place in the number 37 Ferrari. He's currently 3.5 seconds off the pace. So he is one of he's a controller driver. We do have the controller drivers at XCL. There was quite few and far between at the start, but we now seem to be getting a lot of faster and faster controller drivers. So Sabre's got some stiff competition in that area, but as he crosses the line, he does improve by 1.2 seconds. So he goes up into the top 10, so he'll be really, really happy with that one. Most of the drivers out here will just be trying to potentially get get as close as they can to the Platinum drivers. We was riding with Ritz here. Now he's coming around the last couple of corners. He is on a flyer as well, 1.1 seconds back in P7. Cozy's still holding the fastest lap here with 1:46 flat. No one seems to be able to get anywhere near that at the minute. But as Ritz come across the line, Brandon's just ahead of him as well, so keep an eye on Brandon's time as well. Brandon improves to 0.1 of a second behind Cozy, and then Ritz goes in 0.7 seconds behind. So these cars are all starting to get faster as they find their groove out here. Next in line is the fastest of the non-Platinum drivers, which is Mella. And Mella is 1.5 seconds back in P9 currently, and as he comes across the line, it's quite a long run down to the line. As he crosses, he goes up to P7, actually knocking 2 Platinum drivers down, and that just goes to show the kind of pace he has. Coming around now, we have the 93 car. That is German Wonder. German Wonder is currently 3.4 seconds back in P18. Let's see if he can break into that top 15 spots. Oh, Shumi saying that there's a correction to this. The gold and Platinum drivers are white. Okay, well that's good to know then. Well, either way, the gold and Platinum drivers, the highest sort of ranked drivers at XCL, are having a good day. But I didn't realise the gold were white as well. That's good to know. Thank you very much, Shumi, for correcting me. German Wonder on that lap goes up to P11, so he's showing a good bit of pace now. Next to come across the line is the number 37 car, Sabre again. I just caught him again. He's actually improved again by 0.4 of a second in P12. He's now within 2 seconds of the leader. Let's have a look. Another driver coming around. We have the 66 car. That is IXR Tripod. Currently the lead Porsche driver out there. I did set a challenge, like I said, to see if a few people could go out there and do well in a Porsche and see if they can get a win in the Porsche. And Tripod is currently leading the Porsche battle. 0.7 seconds off of the lead. But as you can see, there are 3 drivers within 0.7 of a second. So if he can just shave even about 0.03 of a second off his lap, he will go up into P5. But Tripod now doing that long run down to the start-finish line, and as he crosses the line, he does improve as well. Look at that. So he did shave about a few tenths of a second off, and he does go up to P5, so he did exactly what I manifested for him there. But yeah, P5 for Tripod currently, and like I said, he is the fastest driver out there. Talking of Porsche drivers, we have the number 80 Porsche driver coming around now. Mark Music is a seasoned driver with XCL, and he is currently in P15. He'll be looking to see if he can break into the top 10. And as he crosses the line, he does improve by 0.3 of a second, but it is not enough to move up the order, but he has closed the gap to the guys in front. The number 31 car of HTR Ronnie is coming around now in that McDonald's liveried BMW. He is currently the 4th ranked BMW in this race. And as he crosses the line, he doesn't improve currently, but we'll see if he can maybe improve as the race goes on. Or sorry, the qualifying session goes on, shall I say. Let's see who else is out on a flyer that we haven't shown yet. Just looking through the track map to see. Okay, so we have Doug Spores. We haven't showed him yet, so he is like one of our gold stroke platinum drivers. Thank you, Shumi, for that correction. So the gold stroke platinum drivers. Doug Spores is one of those graded drivers in the white with the white banner next to his number. He is currently 1.3 seconds back, about 0.2 of a second off of the top 10. So he'll be looking to see on this next lap, next couple of laps, if he can then break into that top 10. He has got German Wonder just ahead of him on the leaderboard. So let's see what he can do now. Can he improve this time? Yes, he does. He goes up to P9, so he managed to shave about 0.3, 0.4 of a second off his lap. That's a great lap by him. We have the number 22 car next to Zidane. He is riding in the Honda NSX. He is currently P8. Let's see if he can take that position back from Tripod. It was just stolen from him a minute ago. And yeah, as he crosses the line, he doesn't improve this time, but we'll keep an eye on that one. The number 55 car is coming around now. Who is that? Oh, that is Cozy Lerner. So Cozy Lerner is currently on a 46 flat. He set that on his first flying lap, but we'll keep an eye and see if he gets down into the 145s. And then it looks like after that we have, I think we have Ninja. After that, Ninja he joined late into this one. He's currently 3.2 seconds back, but at least he's having a go in the Porsche. He is part of the Super Swede Racing Team, and that is the Super Swede Racing Team livery on that Porsche today. He manages to go up to P19, so he is in the top 20 here, but I think as the race goes on, he'll get faster and faster in that Porsche. We have the 36 car, that is Pit Better. Yeah, Pit Better. He's coming across. He hasn't set a time yet. And as he does set a time, he sets a banker lap, but it is 6 seconds off the pace. So I think he'll want to see if he can crank that one up a notch. We rode with Ritz earlier. Ritz currently on the third row of the grid. Actually, look at this. Mella's gone within 7/100ths of a second of Cozy Lerner, and Tim SR3, he's only 0.1 of a second along with Brandon Williams. So there's actually quite a close battle for pole here with 2 minutes to go. So if you are out on track now, as Rich still stays P5, so there's 2 minutes to go. So if you're coming out of the pits now, that's great, and obviously anyone that's on the track can still set some times. But these drivers might only get a couple of extra laps in, and then that'll be qualifying over. But right now, look at this, guys. We have first, second, third and fourth separated by less than 2/10 of a second. This is going to be quite an intense qualifying session. 3 manufacturers in the top 3. None of them are McLaren, so what a day to be alive, hey? Sprightly saying hello everyone in the chat. Hello Sprightly. It's a shame you're not out here racing today, but I'm sure we'll see you on the track again soon. The next driver coming across the line to set a representative time is Ninja. Ninja still P19, looking to see if he can break into the top 15. We know Sabre is one of the Super Speed Racing counterparts. He is just a few positions ahead here, but as Ninja crosses the line, I don't think he improves this time around, so he's going to have to go out there again. He's going to have one last shot at it. This is going to be his last flying lap, so he's going to need to put something good together now. Sylph is just moved up to P9. He's 0.7 seconds. Look at this, guys. The top 10. The top 10 is separated by a second. This is going to be one heck of a race today. I'm getting really, really excited for this one. Brandon is coming to potentially finish this lap now. I don't know if he's on a flyer, but he is going to have one last shot after this one. We're coming down into the last minute of qualifying now, and as Brandon crosses the line, does he improve? No. But he is now going to be on his last flying lap of the day. It looks like Ritz is going to also get one last flying lap. It depends if they've got enough fuel. Ritz currently half a second off the pace. 2 BMWs in the top 5. And as he crosses the line, he does improve by 0.1 of a second, but it's not enough to move him up a position, so he is going to have one last go. It looks like the 999 car of Diabolic. He's got 10 seconds to get to the line. I don't know if he's going to make it. He might just. This is going to be touch and go. Oh no, he goes in the pits, as I say, so that is the end of his qualifying session. So it looks like everyone coming across the line now will be doing their last lap. So Zeno currently in P20, 2.6 seconds back, coming across the line now. Can he get himself up the order? And as he crosses the line, he doesn't improve. Bonatang is boarding his lap as well. The number 55 car is coming across like that's Cozy Lerner. Can he break into the 45s on his last flying lap? And as he crosses the line, he does not improve. Oh, he does improve, sorry, my apologies. He goes to 1:45.8, just showing his pace right there at the end. The next guy coming along is the 68 car. I can't see that one quickly enough. Actually, sorry, it said Mella. Mella is 0.2 back. Can he improve on his last lap as well? No, he stays P2 currently. There is 2 more drivers out there that can set times. One of them is Brandon Williams. Brandon Williams is currently 0.4 of a second back. Can he get himself onto the front row or maybe even onto pole? He is coming around now to see what he can do in that Mercedes. Tim, oh no, he's going in the pits now, so that's kind of anticlimactic there. And then it looks like the last driver to potentially set a time is the number 15 car, which is Corded Pants. Currently P24. Can he move himself up the order slightly on his last lap? No, he cannot. Oh no, actually looks like maybe the 8 car of Ritz can also set a time. He's currently P5. And on his last lap, again, he does improve. He improved every single time, but just not enough to get himself up the order. So after that qualifying session, Cozy Lerner does what Cozy normally does, and he gets himself on pole. The only man to get into the 145s. We will have a look at those qualifying times in a minute. HDI Ronnie saying hello. Hello, Ronnie. Hello, Attended Genie. Hi, Mindless Shark. Obviously Ninja in the racing. He's 0.002 away from P18. We can see that one. Yeah, 2.423, 2.425. So Ninja and Proruka Gamer are going to be having a bit of a race today. Now, in regards to the battle of the Porsches, it looks like IXR Tripod has won that battle initially in regards to qualifying, but he is only 0.04 of a second ahead of Sylph, who's going to be right behind him on that track. And it looks like Ninja is only 0.1 of a second behind Mark Music in the other Porsche. So we're going to have a bit of a little battle going on as well. We have 2 Mercedes with Tim SR3 and BMW, or Brandon Williams, in the 3rd and 4th. And then we also have 2 BMWs in 2nd and 5th. And then we have 2 Ferraris in 1st and 6th. So we've got 2 Ferraris, 2 BMWs and 2 Mercedes in the top 6. And we also have then 2 Porsches as well. So what is really exciting to see is that the first 2 McLarens in this race are 11th and 12th. So I think we're finally going to see somebody else in a different manufacturer win here. But let's have a look at the qualifying times then, guys. So the fastest first and the third sector was set by Cozy, but Mella showing his pace here was about 0.1 of a second faster, or maybe 0.1, 0.5 in the middle sector. So that BMW is looking quite mightily around here. So are the McLarens. So don't rule out, Cozy Lerner is fast, but he's not running away with it. So as you can see here, we have to go all the way down to P11 to get out of the 1 second. So Sylph, Sedan, Tripod, Ringmaster, Doug Bors, Ritz, Williams, Tim, Mella and Cozy Lerner all within a second of all within a second of each other. So that is going to be a really, really good battle. And then we have the rest of the field separated by probably a couple of seconds down to the top 20. So 10th to 20th and first to 10th, they're all going to be quite good battling out there. There's actually, so look at this then. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, so 10 drivers all within, all in the 146s, and then we've got some 47s and 48s. So it'll be interesting to see who can get good race pace out of their car today. As we know, it is a 45-minute race, which means we will see a pit stop, but it's not for tyres, it will just be for fuel. So we normally with the fuel strategy we'll see some, because obviously nobody's going to change their tyres. So with a fuel strategy race, there is no advantage to pitting early and pitting late in regards to tyre wear. So what we'll probably see is a lot of drivers potentially pitting on lap 1, and then a lot of drivers going long and pitting at the end of the lap as well. We see Aresh saying hello, Shimere saying did you scare him away with your challenge? Yeah, I thought, I'm wondering why Juvelina wasn't racing. Maybe he wasn't happy being called out, saying can he win in anything but McLaren. So maybe he's racing at the 10 o'clock race round Brands Hatch. But maybe he shied away. Maybe he's just going to go back to racing the McLaren at Brands Hatch. But let me just quickly run you through the order, guys. So we have Cozy Lerner on pole with Mella alongside him in P2. Tim and... that's going to be really difficult. So Tim and Brandon are both racing in yellow McLarens. That's going to be hard to identify. Ritz is in 5th alongside Doug Bors in 6th. And then Ringmaster is in 7th with Tripod in the lead Porsche in 8th. My little Porsche little cup going on separately, and then Sedan in 9th, and then Sylph in 10th. So all of the gold stroke platinum drivers are in the top 10 here. We have an all McLaren sixth row with German Wonder and Matt Coper in 11th and 12th. Richie M9 and Throne Kumi are in 13th and 14th. And then we have Sabre and Mark Music in 15th and 16th. HTR Ronnie is in 17th with Pro Aqua Gamer in 18th. Ninja and Zano round out the top 20 here. Attended Genie is in 21st with Diabolic in 22nd. Corded Pants is in 23rd with Bonateng in 24th. And then we have Pit Better and Salient G rounding out the field in 25th and 26th. We have what promises to be quite an exciting race today, like I said, with 5 different manufacturers in the top 10 with the Porsche, Honda, Ferrari, BMW and McLaren. If you're in the chat today, guys, let's throw some predictions out there. Who do you think is going to be your top 3 today? If you're in the chat, let me have let me know who you think's going to finish in the top 3 today. Racing Liam, Liam Manwaring is a good XCL driver. He's saying that his prediction is Ninja will crash. Well, let's wait and see what happens there then. We're just coming around the last couple of corners now. Aresh also saying there's no McLarens in the top 10. I know it's a great day, isn't it? It's a great day for racing with no McLarens in the top 10. We're going to see some actual racing from different cars that aren't McLarens, so it's going to be quite good out there. Shumi saying, why isn't there McLarens in the top? There is 4 of them racing. Looks like it's not always the machinery, it's also the driver. But as we come down to the line now, we have Cozy and Mella looking pretty racy here. Both of them are going to want... I do like Mella's livery, actually, in that BMW. That purple and white, it looks quite nice. But we have the all-yellow, all-Mercedes second row as well. So watch out for those two. They're going to look pretty racy at the start. And we know the Porsches are fast starting cars as well. So look out for Tripod and Sylph. Going into a hairpin on turn 2. It's green lights, go, go, go. So we have 45 minutes of XCL action. This is the 7+ safety rating race. As it looks like Mella does dive round the outside of Kozlana into the first corner, but we are into that really sharp hairpin going into turn 2. So hopefully everyone will just stay out of trouble. We do know that, so like I say, this is a safety rating race. So this is all the drivers that do have a high safety rating. So we should see, hopefully, look at that. Everyone, this Stetson is a really tough and narrow circuit anyway. And every single driver, look at that little centipede of a thing moving around the track. Not a single driver has crashed here. And that is a fantastic effort from everyone involved. Really, really pleased to see that. Mella is the driver that gets out in the lead. I'm just going to wait for the leaderboard to settle in, and we'll have a look down the order. So any crazy ones out there? Looks like Brandon has got ahead of Tim there, and looks like Ritz and Doug Bors are staying as they were. Sylph has made up a position at the start here, but it looks like he's maybe getting chased back down that position. Ringmaster maybe lost that position, but he is going to try and move back up the order. Actually, it might have fallen down a little bit there, but Sylph is going to try and win this battle of the Porsches. He is now behind the lead Porsche of IXR Tripod. They are in 8th and 9th, but as we go just round the last couple of corners now, it looks like Mella is going to take the first lap lead. Cozy is right up behind him as we see a couple of the cars get wide as they try and carry as much speed as possible, but Cozy is chasing down Mella, but it does look like Mella will get that first lap led here. Looks like Tim is looking quite racy behind Brandon as well, so we are going to maybe see some overtakes, but this is quite a tough little narrow circuit. But as we go down, is Cozy going to try and make a move on Mella? That Ferrari looking like it can handle sitting behind that BMW quite well. Yeah, Aresh saying Mella shows our gold drivers how to start a race. Very rightly so. He did a fantastic move round the outside. Really good driver as well. There hasn't been... It looks like we might have had one potential crash there. Yeah, it looks like Cozy dives down the inside of Mella. Mella goes a little bit wide there, and Cozy has squeezed himself through. It looks like also the two Mercedes are battling there. So Mella goes down on the inside again. They're side by side here. Mella has gone, went wide on the first corner, gone down, but he's going to have the inside line for the next corner, but he's going to tuck it in. He's showing around the outside, but that has allowed Cozy then to hold that line. He's maybe going to try to cut back again. This is really good, clean racing from these two. As I think this is going to be a battle that's going to go on for a while. But Mella lost out on the second corner. Tried to fight back in the third, and now he's just settled in there as well. Tim is really trying his best to get up and past Brandon both of those Mercedes are slightly falling off the back of the front two here. Yeah, Tim and Brandon look like they had quite similar pace in qualifying as well, so that's going to be quite a good battle. Looks like Zidane has actually lost a place to IXR Tripod. Maybe he went a little bit wide there, but Tripod is now up into 6th. Zidane in that Honda is in 7th with Sylph just behind him here. Looks like Ringmaster also is quite close to the back of Sylph here. That could be potentially an overtake about to happen, but everyone's just settling into a rhythm. We have had a crash out there. It looks like a tended Genie has had a little accident into the barrier. I don't know if he's opted to retire here. Yeah, he's gone back to the pits there, so he slammed into the barrier. Not sure exactly what happened, but yeah, he is we have a few guys at the back actually, just to mention as well. Diabolic and Sabre have both opted to pit on lap 1, so keep an eye on them as the race unfolds. But back at the front, it looks like Mella has, Cozy's dropped the hammer here, fastest lap of the race, and he's extended that gap to 1.3 seconds. Just going to look now see if Tim is going to try and make a move on Brandon here. So this battle here with the two yellow Mercedes, that is going to go on for a long time now. But what they want to be careful of is they don't want to trip each other up, because they don't want to fall and let Mella kind of escape here. But yeah, Ritz here in 5th is just biding his time. He's seeing those two Mercedes battle. Sorry, I'm used to saying McLaren all the time. But two Mercedes battle, and I think he's just going to wait for them to make a mistake, and then he's going to pounce on that one. Zidane is closing the gap back to Tripod here. Tripod did make the move on him a couple of laps ago, and he's now, Zidane has now sort of found his rhythm, and he has closed that gap to 0.6 of a second. Doug Bors looks like he is quite close behind the 114 Ferraris. There's two Ferraris here being held up by Sylph at the minute. Sylph has dropped about 1.1 seconds back on Zidane, so I don't know if he can just can't keep up with the pace of the drivers ahead of him, but these two Ferraris are currently rounding out the top 10. The two McLarens behind them of Jem Wonder and Matt Coper, they're about 0.8 of a second behind each other as well. Throne Kumi is, he was about half a second behind Richie here, who's 13th and 14th. And also, there's a bit of a Porsche battle going on here with Ninja and Mark Music. Ninja was a little bit closer behind a minute ago, but this is good, clean racing, guys. Everyone's just kind of, just finding their rhythm. It's kind of spreading out a little bit, but nobody is doing anything kind of silly. And Ninja is trying to push down on Mark Music. Mark Music actually, interestingly, races the old Porsche, whereas Ninja and the rest of the drivers are racing in the new kind of Evo Porsche, or the 992. So we'll see how that one goes, as it looks like HR Ronnie has started to look like he's a bit faster than Ninja out there, so he might, as he just shows himself into the mirrors of the Porsche ahead. He is. Is he going to try and make a move down onto the inside here? No. So this is what I like about the, these safety races, is that no one does anything silly. Like, everyone bides their time. As you see a lot of the other races, a lot of people, they just, kind of just do stupid mistakes here. But in the SR7 Plus races, which is one of the best things XCL have done recently, they've added this kind of thing where obviously only the safest drivers can race in the same field together, and it just provides this really, really good spectacle of really good, clean racing where people actually wait for their chances, hustle the guys in front. So I'm just looking at Doug Bors now. He has closed that gap to Ringmaster to less than half a second. He's going to look to try and get the hurry on now, because I don't think Ringmaster can keep up, or can make a move on Silver ahead. Actually, I was looking at that now. Zidane is right up behind Tripod, only 0.3 of a second. Is he going to try and make a move? Shows the inside. It's not play. I think he just sort of went into the corner early. But as we go around here now, is he going to try and keep in the groove, get a good exit out of the final corner, and maybe try and make a move down into turn 1 or turn 2? Zidane looking like he's found the rhythm of that NSX now, and Tripod really falling off the back of the front 5. He's 2.2 seconds back off of Ritz in 5th. So as we come out the final corner, can he make that Honda work? And looks like actually Tripod got such a better exit out of that last corner. Look, he gained 0.4 of a second, but over the course of the lap, it looks like Zidane has his number. So this battle will keep raging on. Just see if he's going to make a move. No, he's a bit far back now. But look, Tim is also still hustling the back of Brandon. And Brandon is only 1 second behind Mella. So actually, this battle here for third and fourth, and Ritz actually sitting behind, only 0.9 of a second behind. Like I said, he is just cruising just behind, watching this battle unfold. But this battle here, second, third, fourth, and fifth, they're only all separated. You can see them all on the track here. They're separated by about 2 seconds. So second, third, fourth, and fifth. This is where your podium battle is at the minute. Tripod will need to try and find another gear if he's going to close onto the back of it here, or if Sedan gets past, he might then find himself moving up the order and maybe tagging himself onto the back of the front five. In the chat, we see Eresh cheering on Ritzenflitzer, saying, Ritzenflitzer, let's go. Silent Furious saying, hey guys, how you doing, mate? And then we also have Racing Liam. Yeah, Liam was getting excited there by Ninja potentially setting a purple time, but that time has gone. So down the order, guys, looking from the back of the field, actually looking at some of the races down here. So Pro Aqua Gamer, HTR Ronnie, and Ninja are all... it looks like, actually, sorry, here, that the Porsches are kind of creating a bit of a bottleneck for some of the other drivers out there. So I guess the Porsches have just got really good exit speeds, and that's causing a bit of trouble for the other cars to get past. Now, they do have... a good pace out there, as I'm just looking at the track map, and Cozy Lerner is absolutely leaving the field behind. But this is another good battle here. So this is the battle for 15th, 16th, 17th, and 18th. All the guys separated by 0.2 of a second. Sorry, 2 seconds. So let's see again how this one breaks down. So it looks like Tim has opted to try and undercut here. So Tim clearly was faster than... Oh, no, I don't know if he was fast, sorry, but he was really hustling the back of Brandon Williams. So he's going to try and pit early now. And then I wonder if Brandon is going to react to this. And you can see that Ritz has closed the gap to Brandon straight away. So Ritz showing that he does have the pace to potentially get on the podium here. Mella is doing his best to hold out in second place. But yeah, he has dropped almost 5 seconds on Cozy, who currently holds the fastest lap of the race. Doug Bors looks like he's dropped off the back of Ringmaster, so I guess maybe he's made a mistake somewhere, because he was right up the back of Ringmaster for what was about for 8th and 9th, or was 9th and 10th until Tim pitted. What kind of clean air has Tim got out here as well? Unfortunately, Tim has come into traffic. That might cost him a little bit here, because what he doesn't want to do is get caught up behind some of these drivers, because then that is going to really cost him. So actually, this might end up working in Ritz's favour, because if, as you can see, Ritz has now closed that gap even more to Brandon. So if these guys can stay out and keep doing faster lap times than what Tim can do, Tim being stuck behind, Pit better here isn't going to help him out too much. I think he might have just got past him now. Once he gets past Corded Pants ahead of him there, he will have a 12-second gap to the next driver ahead. So if Tim can clear Corded Pants quickly, this might actually not be too bad for him. So let's just ride with him for a second here and see if he can close that gap quickly to Corded Pants. You'd like to think that he does have the pace to do it. But yeah, if Tim can get clear this gap, then he'll have 13 seconds of nice clean air. As it looks like Corded Pants goes off wide there, and he has not only lost his position there, he would have lost the position to the next 2 cars as well. So he has gone from 20th down to 23rd. That's unfortunate for him. But he will then continue on. But that has allowed Tim now to be unleashed. So as I was just saying there, this might actually play into Ritz's and Williams' hands. Actually, Ritz gets right up behind Williams. So can Ritz do what Tim couldn't and get past Brandon Williams? Now we do know that Brandon is a fantastic defensive driver, so let's see what he can do here. But if these 2 guys start squabbling, this might actually play into Tim's hands with the undercut. Tim now has 13 seconds of clean air to start pumping in really good lap time. So you can see right now he's 13.3 seconds behind Salient G. Let's see how quickly that gap closes down. Just checking on the chat again. Shumi saying, wow, come on, Ritz and Flitzer, go, go, go. Eric saying Cozy is gone here. Yeah, it looks like Schumi and Aresh are enjoying this one. But yeah, Ritz is right up behind Brandon. And this is literally a battle for third place in this race. And like I said, don't rule out the fact that they can potentially get second. Bar Cozy getting some sort of disconnection, and it does happen quite a lot. I think he's almost 7 seconds clear now. He probably will be 7 seconds clear as they cross the line. As says Sylph, actually, it looks like he has lost that position now to Zidane. And he's now got Ringmaster right up behind it. Oh, sorry. No, Tripod must have had an accident, because Tripod was actually ahead of Zidane, and he's now back in 8th place. So apologies, I got confused there. But yeah, it looks like Tripod has lost a few places. He was in P6, but obviously with Tim being in the pits, it was he's moved up a position, and he has lost positions to Ringmaster and Sylph. As it looks like Ringmaster is going to dive down the inside of Sylph here, and that's a great move for what will move him up into 6th place in this race. And then that's allowed Tripod to get back up onto the back of Sylph here as well. Is Sylph going to try and fight his way back here? Look at this. This is a battle for currently 6th, 7th and 8th. They're all literally head to toe. And yeah, this is good, clean racing, guys. It's such more, there's nothing silly happening, and it's really good entertainment. But yeah, Sylph now currently the lead Porsche driver. Sylph and Tripod, that battle is going to be going on for some time now. Ninja, actually just going back here as well, Ninja is still hustling behind Mark Music. So this train here of Mark Music, Ninja, Ronnie and Paraka Gamer, this is all still going as well. Look at that, and Tim has knocked off 4 seconds off of Salient G's time in that last lap. So yeah, let's hope he's going to start catching traffic a bit more after that, and he doesn't want to get into caught. But this battle, as we see Paraka Gamer go a little bit wide in the background there, but this is getting good. This is getting good, guys. Looks like Richie is right up on the back of German Wonder as well. He's moved his way past Matt Copperin with the first McLaren. Oh, as he goes a little bit wide, and he's now trying to make his play up into the top 10. Yeah, Aresh saying P1 doesn't exist in this race, and Silent Fury saying, yeah, you better call him Max then. You are right. Yeah, basically the main race here is clearly between Mella, who is currently in 2nd place. He has a 1 second lead over Brandon. Now Brandon is doing a fantastic defensive drive, keeping Ritz behind him. Tim has tried like an undercut strategy, and he is out there trying to set fast lap times in P20 currently, but he is going to start bumping into some traffic soon. And then Zidane, who's currently 4.2 seconds back, is trying to close in on this battle here. So yeah, the battle for the podium is currently really between Mella, Williams, Ritz and Tim, as it looks like Ninja is opting to pit in early as well, and we have Sabre in the pits as also. So it looks like Ninja is leapfrogging Sabre in the pits here. And then we have another battle going on here. We have Sylph, Tripod and Ringmaster here. This is a battle for 6th, 7th and 8th, and then behind that we have German Wonder and Doug Bors in 9th and 10th. Another good battle to keep an eye on. And then, like I said, we have this Mark Music, Ronnie, Paraka Gamer kind of battle. So again, let's see if Ronnie can make a move on Mark Music where potentially Ninja couldn't. As we see, Tim is now closing that gap to Silent G. He's now only 5 seconds back. But obviously, if he does make that one pass, he has a 5 second gap to the next driver, then 7 seconds back from him. So as long as Tim doesn't get caught too much up in those battles, he should then maintain that kind of fight with the guys ahead. But it's hard to kind of tell where he's going to come out in relation to that at this minute in time. But with 15 minutes of this race gone, let me just walk you through the order. So we have Cozy in the lead. He's starting lap 9 now. He has almost a 10-second gap to Mella behind him in 2nd. Brandon Williams is currently holding P3 here with Ritz in P4. And then we have Zidane, who is closing the gap to those guys. He's now 3.8 back. He's in 5th with Ringmaster in 6th. Sylph is in 7th in a battle with a Porsche with Tripod in 8th. They're really, really close. I'm just going to save this one just in case he does try to dive down the inside for the next corner, but no, it doesn't look like they're doing anything silly just yet. Doug Bors is in 9th, and then German Wonder currently rounding out the top 10, but obviously that isn't a relative top 10 with some people having already pitted. Richie is in P11 with Matt Coper in P12. And then we have Throne, Cooney and Mark Music in 13th and 14th. HCR Ronnie is in 15th. He's really trying to make his way past Mark Music here. And then we have Pro Aqua Gamer in 16th. It looks like Tim's been quite lucky here. He's now had a lot of the drivers ahead of him pit. Oh, this has actually worked out massively in his favour. He's now got another 15-second gap to the next driver ahead. So this has worked out beautifully for Tim, who's been able to have clean air for most of this stint. And he's pumping in quick lap after quick lap after quick lap. Yeah, and he's in 17th, sorry, with Ninja in 18th. Tim and Ninja are the net pit leaders currently. Corded Pants is up to 19th, and he has Bonateng behind him in 20th. And then we have Pit Better in 21st, Salient G in 22nd, Diabolic in 23rd, and Zano in 24th, with 2 drivers having retired from this race. It looks like actually one of the retirees is Sabre, which I'm surprised about, because Sabre doesn't normally retire from races, so he must have had potentially some sort of issue. But let's go back to the main battle at the front, and that is Ritz challenging Brandon for the third step on the podium currently. Yeah, Shumi Racing in the chat saying Mella is the first human leader. You are right, with Cozy being a crazy alien driver. But actually, if we look at this currently, either Mella has stepped up a gear, or Brandon and Ritz have got tangled up at some point, because Mella has now got a 2.5 second lead over Brandon and Ritz ahead, but actually it can't be been tangled too much, because Zidane has only caught a 0.3 of a second there. And actually I thought Zidane would be leaving the field behind him quite quickly, but actually Ringmaster isn't falling off the back as much as I thought he would. He's only 1.1 seconds behind, and then Sylph is actually holding onto the back of Ringmaster here in only a second behind him, and then Tripod about 0.7 of a second behind as well in 8th. So actually if Zidane keeps closing down his rate of pace, and then Ringmaster, Sylph and Tripod continue to hold on to the back of him, we might end up actually having some sort of 8-car battle for the podium spots, guys. This is actually going to turn into quite an exciting little... yeah, look at that. So yes, so Ringmaster isn't falling off the back from Zidane, because you can see Zidane there and Ringmaster here, and they are catching the guys ahead. Well, they were, sorry, until that bit fell off the order there. So, yeah, Brandon and Ritz are going to have to be careful here. They don't start to let the rest of this gaggle of cars behind them catch up. So, yeah, don't rule out any of the drivers down to about 8th place from potentially getting on the podium here. Let's see what Tim's doing. So Tim is still flying out there, pumping in good lap after good lap. He's still got a 13-second lead. Sorry, not 13-second lead, sorry, 13-second gap to the driver ahead. So he is able to pump in some really, really good times. Let's just see if we can ride with him and then see if we can have a look. So Brandon's best lap time is a 1:47.0. His last lap time was a 1:47.6. Tim last lap time was a 1:47.2. So look at this, guy. So actually, Tim in his last lap set a time 0.4 of a second faster. So we might actually end up seeing, yeah, Tim leapfrog the drivers here. I want to just give you an idea of how tough this track is, how narrow it is and everything. So let's just I want a better camera angle. Yeah, so you can see how narrow this this track is, guys. It's such a yeah, such a tight circuit, but also you have like just grass. There's no runoffs really. There's no like, I don't think there's much sand here either, but it's just really just grass on either side, barriers either side. So if you make a mistake here, a bit like Alton Park, you'll just go straight into the wall. So not only do they have to try and yeah, maintain good pace, they need to try and keep it on the track as well. Let's see if we can find a little battle out here somewhere. As we see Paraka Gamer chasing now Corded Pants here. I'm just seeing if we can find one of the... So this is Pit Better on Salient G. Is he going to try and make a move down the inside of this? Is a Ferrari on Porsche battle, 21st and 22nd. You can see the time difference here with these guys setting 150s, or last lap he set 156. So the pace here is not the same as the guys at the front. As we look at, yeah, Pit Better trying to make a move here on Salient G, but Salient G has already pitted. As you can see again, Mella there making a half a second lap time faster than the... I want to try and find... as you see Sylph going in the pits here as well, so we need to keep an eye on that one. I always wanted to see This is Throne Kumi here on Matt Coper. Looks like Throne Kumi is about 0.1 of a second faster. As we can see a guy ahead potentially making a mistake. That's Richie making a mistake ahead there. But let's just go back to... Oh, let me just change the camera back and go back to the front. So, yeah, Mark Music has now opted to pit. So this is good. This is still working in Tim's favour. He still has that...
we are halfway through. Keep it up.
I see something happened. I'm just looking at this. Is Sylph actually... Did Tim get caught up here in this race, guys? Or have I just missed something here? Or did he make a mistake in the pit stops? Because I thought he was out there challenging for potentially the podium spots. But with Sylph getting out in front of him some way up the order, yeah, 6 seconds up the road, and Sylph was actually in P8 here. So what has happened to Tim here? Because I thought, as you can tell from his lap times, Tim was setting good lap times, but he is 6 seconds behind Sylph. And Sylph, yeah, was only racing in the sort of 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th battle. So I'm wondering actually if that means that this battle here between Ritz and Williams is actually going to end up being the battle for the final step of the podium. Zidane is closing down. Actually, like I said, he is only 2.7 seconds back now with Ringmaster still holding on. So it looks like actually maybe Ringmaster has got through here. Here we go then. So Ritz has opted to pit as well. So this is the answer to our question. So Ritz was in that battle, and I don't know exactly what's happened because Sylph is so far ahead now that yeah, and Ritz and Flitz is coming out the pits here now. So I think yeah, Tim must have made a mistake in the pit stop, or maybe he changed his tyres because I thought Tim was setting really good lap times, but it turns out he is miles back. So Ritz and Flitzer does get out ahead of Sylph here, and the question is now, is Brandon going to react to that one as well? Ritz and Flitzer will have a good bit of clean air ahead of him. So I was getting hyped for that Tim battle there, but it looks like actually he's something has gone on there. We'll have to kind of work that one out afterwards, unless anyone in the chat can kind of work out what happened. But I think maybe Tim has changed his tyres by accident. Obviously, he was been pumping in some good lap times, but yeah, he is right down the order now. He's going to have to sort of all to do if he is want to try and get on the podium now. Yeah, look at that. Zidane has maybe made a mistake somewhere because actually Ringmaster has got ahead of Zidane here. So it was actually Zidane leading Ringmaster, and they were closing down on Brandon. But it looks like, yeah, well, Ringmaster is still closing down on Brandon, but that time has fallen back now to 3.8 seconds. Tripod also right up behind Zidane here as well. In regards to the people have pitted, so Ritz and Flitzer is in the net pit leader. Sylph is behind him, about a second behind. We have Tim in the third of the pit stoppers. Yeah, he's currently riding in 12th. German has also pitted as well. Mark Music has pitted also. Again, let's see, Mark Music is pitted. Ronnie was right behind him, and now Mark has got a 5-second lead over Ronnie, so that's a really good pit stop by those. Pro Aqua Gamer has also pitted, but it looks like Ninja has one of the big losers of that pit stop because he is 6 seconds back on Pro Aqua Gamer, so yeah, I'm surprised by that one. And then, yeah, Richie is in 19th, Diabolic in 20th. These guys have all pitted. Salient G in 21st and Pit Better in 22nd. So we have lost 4 drivers in this race now. Matt Copper opting to go in the pits. Well, he should fall down the order back behind the other McLaren once all those pit stops have happened. Yeah, Tripod is looking pretty racy on Zidane here. I wonder if yeah, Tripod will just try and keep out there for as long as possible, and yeah, we'll see where he comes out in relation to Sylph. Shumi is saying it Ritz with the undercut. So you think Ritz had the pace on Brandon? I mean, I thought Tim was doing the same thing, but he's massively lost out here. So the question with Ritz, though, is he going to get caught up in traffic, Shumi? Because at the minute, if Brandon stays out, he has got nothing but clean air. And Ritz is going to have to move through the order. So unless Throne Kumi and Doug Bors and Tripod, and like, they all get out of his way, I think, yeah, at some point, Ritz is going to get caught up in some backmarker action. Sorry, well, not backmarker action, because obviously they are rightfully ahead of him. Yes, Ashumi's saying he's got an 8-second lead to the next driver. Yeah, he has, but I would just assume that Ritz is much faster than Throne Kumi based on his qualifying time, so I presume that gap's going to close down quite quickly. As you can see, it's now 7.6. But Brandon, yeah, so Mella is now 10 seconds officially behind Cozy. Brandon is falling off that battle. He's about 5 seconds back now. At one point, he was pretty close there. And then Ringmaster is closing to Brandon. So I think this is going to get quite spicy in the last 10 or so minutes. As you can see, they're in the same picture here. And if Sedan and Tripod can all keep up as well, and it really depends, obviously, because you can gain 3 or 4 seconds in the pit stop. So, yeah, how that one will break down, we'll have to find out. But, yeah, Sylph isn't actually falling off the back of Ritz here either. So, I don't know what's going on here. Sylph has had a really good pit stop. And we might end up seeing Sylph potentially being in the podium hunt here as well. Who think... so, guys, if you're listening in the chat, who do we think is going to finish third? Let's say Cozy wins, Mella finishes second. Out of Brandon, Sylph, Ritz, Tim, you know, even Zidane and Ringmaster, anyone want to make some predictions on who we think is going to steal that third place position? I think I know where Shumi lies. Shumi saying his Sylph is a quality racer. So, yeah, I mean... yeah, I don't know. It's getting quite intense, guys. Look, at Ringmaster is now 2.8 seconds behind Brandon. I think I heard Klopp say yesterday in the multi-class race that the Mercedes is quite bad on its tyres, so maybe Brandon is starting to fall off a cliff in regards to tyre wear. But like we said, this is a very hard track to overtake on, so even if Ringmaster can close the gap to Brandon, it doesn't necessarily mean he is going to get past. So don't rule out Ringmaster in this one either. Shumi thinks that Sylph is going to steal away the final podium spot. As it looks like, yeah, Tripod is now catching up to Zidane here. So Zidane, again, seems to be struggling on tyre wear. So we have been racing now for coming up to half an hour. So, as we see Doug Boers pit in now as well. So this will be another driver out of the way. And like I said, with Ritz catching up to Throne, he's about, yeah, 5 seconds back now. If he gets out of the way as well, he's going to have a lot of clean air ahead of him. Doug Boers has completed his pit stop. Where is he going to come out in relation to? So where's Tim now? So yeah, Tim's going to get past him as well. Yeah, so that's yeah, a lot of drivers have pitted. We have Corded Pants hasn't pitted in P17. So it looks like, yeah, Ninja's struggling out there as well. He's currently 5.5 seconds back off of the unpitted Corded Pants. As you see Richie here on Diabolic as well. I'm just going to watch this one for a second. So this is 20th, 21st and 22nd. Oh no, that looks like Cozy. Actually, that is the leader of this race. He doesn't want to get caught up in this battle. This is actually a battle for position, but it looks like, is he going to yield the place here? He does. He goes out wide. Oh, he almost hit the grass there, and that could have ended disastrously for him. Can Richie capitalise when Cozy dives past Diabolic? It looks like actually Diabolic's passed him on an easier spot, and actually that might end up benefiting Richie a little bit here. Shumi can't make up his mind. He thinks Ritz is actually going to end up taking third and Sylph fourth. He's not even giving Brandon the recognition to maybe get into the top four. He's now going to be bopped down to fifth. Tripod right up behind Zidane now. So, I don't know what's... Oh, so he opts to go in the pit. So, a lot of these drivers are opting to pit and try the undercut. Now, here's another answer. So this is the battle for 5th and 6th. Where is Ritz coming across now? So, Ritz is right out there on the back side of the track. Tripod is stationary here. So, is... yeah, I think, yeah, Ritz should comfortably get past him here. So, as we can see, Tripod has finished his pit. He is going to come... It is quite a long pit lane. And we can see, yeah, Ritz coming across the line now. But Sylph was in a battle with Tripod. So as Tripod comes out now, we can see Ritz has passed. Where's Sylph? Did Sylph get past as well? I think he did. Where's Tripod? Yeah, you guys, Tripod's in the distance there. Yeah, so yeah, so that is yeah, goes to show you that yeah, Sylph did do quite a good pit stop here. He's trying to hold on to the back of Ritz, but he is falling down, falling behind a little bit, 1.5 seconds back. As I can see here, throwing Kumi, I think he's just coming out of the pits as well, potentially. We have now the top 5 drivers haven't pitted, so we have a few questions to be answered. Mella isn't dropping off the back of Cozy that much. Brandon is holding that kind of time between 5 and 6 seconds. And then Ringmaster, again, has fallen back a little bit, so he is now back to 3.8 seconds behind. So Ringmaster hasn't been able to push on Brandon as much as we would have hoped. So the question we have, though, is when Brandon does opt to pit, is Ritz going to be able to capitalize? Now, Ritz is quite lucky here. As he goes across the timing screen here, look at the window. So he has 24.8 seconds to Sedan ahead of him. So he has nothing but clean air. None of the drivers that come in the pits now obviously will fall in his way because they are currently racing for position with him. So let's see if Schumi is right here. He says that he thinks Ritz is going to undercut Brandon here and get out in front, and he thinks Sylph is also going to do the same. So the question we have then is Brandon going to be able to hold on and get back out ahead of Ritz? Only time will tell. We have 12 minutes to go in this race. So to run you through the order again, we have Cozy and in first, and then we have Mella in second. Brandon is in third, and Ringmaster is in fourth. And then Zidane is in fifth. Now, these 5 drivers have not pitted yet, so we don't know the exact order of the race. Ritz is the net pit leader. He's in sixth with Sylph behind him, 1.4 seconds back. And then Tripod is behind him. So, again, we want to see where these guys filter in regards to Ringmaster and Zidane. That race is going to be quite interesting as we go on. Tim is closing the gap to Tripod ahead. He is in P9 currently. And then we have Doug Bors rounding out the top 10. All these drivers have pitted. So German Wonder is in 11th. Matt Coper is in 12th. Throne Kumi is in 13th. HTR Ronnie in 14th. Mark Music just behind him. Actually, looks like Ronnie has now got past Mark Music. This is a battle for 14th and 15th. Pro Aqua Gamer, the next car, 5 seconds back. He is in P16. Cordy Pants hasn't pitted yet. He's currently P17, so he might fall right down the order near the end of this race. Ninja is in P18 currently, struggling with that Porsche. And then Diabolic is in 19th. Salient G in 20th. And then Pit Better in 21st. Now we do have... We did start this race with 26 drivers. We have 21 left, so there has been 5 retirements. Now what we want to keep an eye on is I think Ritz was about 21 seconds back. Is he actually catching the guys ahead? Look at this. Brandon has now fallen to 7.1 seconds back off of Mella, so he isn't doing as well as he would hope. And Ringmaster, who was 3.8 seconds back, is now 2.7. So that means, Brandon must have made a mistake on that last lap. He lost a second to the guys behind him. So, like I said, Ringmaster is still an outside chance to get past Brandon as well. But Brandon's pace does seem to be dropping a little bit, and that will play into Ritz's hands. I don't have a time about how far he is back currently, but if it is less than 20 seconds, he is closing to the guys ahead. Just going to ride with Mark Music currently. He is chasing down HR Running for what is a battle for 14th and 15th place. This is a battle that's been going on for pretty much most of the race. Mark Music did have Ronnie's number for most of it, but it looks like Ronnie has now, mostly managed to get past. But Mark Music will try his best to, get back through, as it looks like Cordy Pants has called it a day on that stint, and he is going to come back in now and, potentially fall. I think he'll probably fall back to last place in this race. I don't know. Looks like Ninja has got through. Ninja's up to P17. Arrest saying what happened to Tim? Maybe a pit stop issue. Can't see him on track. Is Tim gone? Oh no, Tim's there. Tim's in 9th. No, that's what I was saying, Shumi. So, like, that's what confused me because, yeah, he got caught up in a little bit of traffic at the start, but not enough to fall so far down the order. I thought Tim was going to be right up in that battle, but actually, I think he must have just had a pit stop issue. But I think what's happened is I think he pit for tyres. I think he accidentally pitted for tyres, or he made some sort of error in the pit stop because, yeah, he was looking pretty racy out there, and then he fell right down the order. He didn't make an accident. He didn't crash or anything from what I could see. I think it was just purely that he must have pitted for way longer than we initially thought. Yes, unfortunately for him, his podium chances of... So just yawning there, my apologies, guys. Yeah, his podium chances have fallen off of a cliff, really, unless he can really start to crank it up a notch. Now, what's interesting here is that Ritz isn't actually closing on the guys ahead. So he has all this clean hair to capitalise, but I'm wondering if he's even falling back a bit. So he was 22 seconds off of Zidane. And I don't know what it was at the start here, but yeah, he... we need to keep an eye on that as he goes across this next time in one. He's still 22.4, but I don't think he's as fast as we thought. And that might play into the... Oh, this back marker's not going to be good for him either. He needs to maintain good pace here as he tries... Yeah, he gets out of the way quite nicely there, so that's going to move him through. But, yeah... Until these drivers pit, we're not really going to know what's going on here. But Ringmaster is now only 1.2 seconds behind Brandon. So if Ritz can't find the right pace, this might end up being some sort of freeway battle, Ferrari, Mercedes, BMW for... I really don't know who's going to come out in third place at the minute. So, yeah, see, look at this. Yeah, Ritz is now 22.7 seconds. Now, that back marker didn't hold him up. So, I don't know. Is Ritz falling down the order? So, Brandon, although he's not finding the right kind of pace at the minute, might actually... yeah, we've been saying, oh, we think Silf and Ritz are going to get onto the podium here. It might actually end up being that Ringmaster, this outside driver, is now closing the gap on Brandon. He might actually end up being the strongest podium contender we have left in this race, which is, yeah, not something I was thinking earlier, but... yes, it's back down to 22.4. I don't know, guys. I don't know which way this is going to go. It was 6 minutes to go. Surely they've got to come in the pit soon. Yeah, so much still to play for here. Look, Ringmaster is less than a second now behind Brandon Williams. Yeah, Shumi's saying this is tense. It is tense. I know, and I still can't call it. Yeah, Resh saying the same thing. Ringmaster's really closed the gap to Brandon. Yeah, so honestly, guys, yeah, call third place at your peril at the minute. Oh, as Brandon goes in the pits. So this is the big answer, guys. So Brandon is in the pits now. So the question is has Ritz done enough in his stint in the clean air to get ahead of Brandon? Because if he does... This, it could be, yeah, Ritz's podium to lose. But Ritz is coming around the last corner now. Brandon is at the edge of the pit box, though. He's quite stationary for a long time here, as he is green light now. But Ritz is coming down the strut. Brandon is coming out the pit lane. It looks like this is going to be close. And it looks like he's got through. Ritz has got through. He has got up into net P3 in this race. So, yeah, Ritz, I didn't think he was going fast enough here, but he has done enough. Silf, on the other hand, has not got past Brandon. So that gap between Silf and Ritz is where Brandon has slid into. Yeah, look at this. They're so close here between Silf and Brandon. And, yeah, Ritz, who's decided to do the undercut earlier, managed to put in some good lap times. I don't think he was actually necessarily going any faster. I think it was just Brandon was slipping with those the tyre wear of the Mercedes. But, yeah, Ritz is now currently net P3 in this race, and we only have 4 drivers left to pit. Now the question is can Ringmaster, who has been pumping in really good lap times, can he eke out and maybe one, or if he goes around that, maybe he can do one more lap and then pit, and then can he potentially upset the order and get ahead of Ritz, as Cozy Lerner, the race leader, does now go in the pits. Actually, one thing to mention as well, not a single driver has got a drive-through penalty or a stop and go this race as well. So for Snetterton, with obviously a lot of the a lot of the runoff here. I thought maybe someone would have had a crash or something, or maybe made a mistake in the pit lane. But yeah, Mella does go through into the lead of this race. But yeah, Cozy popping out. So he's going to fall in behind. He looks like Zidane's going to get just ahead here. But like I said, these three drivers still have to pit. But Ritz currently now has a 3.2 second lead over over BMW. But as I suspected, Ringmaster is going to try. Oh, this is not good for Ringmaster. I thought Ringmaster was going to try and stay out and pump in a really fast lap time, but this Ferrari ahead of him is not good news unless that Ferrari opts to get out of the way and not cause him any issues. But yeah, this traffic isn't what he needed to try and set some flying laps. So this might again be playing into Ritz's hands. Yeah, see, even little things like that, he's going to lose a bit of time here. And yeah, Cozy is going to try and make a pass here on Zidane. So we'll watch this one for a second as well. Resh saying great stuff from all drivers. Shumi is happy with this. I think Ringmaster will get him in the overcut. We will find out very, very soon, Resh. And yeah, only a couple laps to go now, as there's a back marker flying off the track there as well. So that's somewhere to do avoiding action as Cozy hits the curb here as well. So where is Ringmaster? Ringmaster is... He has to pit this lap, I believe, because he won't have any more time to do it. So Mella's going to be coming in the pits now as well. Now the question is, with a lot of pressure on these last, you know you have to attack this pit stop. You know you're in a battle for the podium spots. Is we don't want to see anyone do anything silly and get a drive through, or stop and go 30 penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So as Mella dives in the pits now, he should come back out comfortably in second. The question on everyone's lips is has Ringmaster done enough to get himself out in front of Ritz? Now Ritz is coming around the last corner now, or the last couple of corners now, and yeah, Ringmaster hasn't stopped yet, so he is now stationary. Has he managed to stop that car quickly enough? Ritz is coming around the final corner. Ringmaster has gone green. He's coming out the pit lane. I don't think he's done enough. As Ritz and Flitzer is coming. Oh, actually, I don't know. Ringmaster is up to speed. You can see the BMW, but this is going to be so close, guys. But I think Ritz is going to be able to dive around the outside. Look at that. So if Ringmaster had one more lap, he probably could have done it. But Ritz has done enough to steal the third place. But with one lap to go, so this lap and one more lap to go, can Ringmaster mount a challenge on that BMW? Because this is so close. We have to stay with this battle here. Yeah, Zidane actually has popped in behind Sylph here, so Sylph looks like he's going to win that battle for the Porsches. But yeah, the main battle here we're going to have to keep an eye on is Ringmaster versus Mella, because yeah, this battle for third and fourth is this has been going on for some time now, but I didn't think Ringmaster was even going to be in contention, but he's popped himself up and he's now got one lap to find 1 second and potentially make a move on Ritz. Has Ritz got enough to hold off the attack of Ringmaster? He's so close now. Oh no, arrested. You get a advertisement just here. Right, oh sorry, apologies guys, this is unlucky for you. I didn't realise I have to work on the timings. Yeah, so this is 0.6 of a second as Cozy crosses the... Actually, no, Cozy's going to end the race here, so I thought it was going to be another lap. There's not. Cozy's going to finish the race right here now, so Ringmaster, unfortunately, is going to run out of laps. I thought, we missed out on potentially having... I thought there was going to be one more lap here, but there isn't, guys. So this has ended the race. Cozy will take the win. Mella's going to come across in second. I was hoping we're going to have one more lap for this Ringmaster and Ritz and Flitzer. So unfortunately for Ringmaster, it's just one lap too late. And yeah, Ritz Flitzer lives to fight another day, gets that final podium spot. He'll be buzzing with that one. Ringmaster finishes fourth. Brandon will take fifth. Sylph will take sixth. Tripod 7th, Zidane will take 8th, Tim, a recovery drive up into 9th, Doug Bors will come around the last corner now, he's going to take and round out your top 10. That was a good race, guys. I will have to work on the advertisements. Apologies there, guys, I didn't realise it was going to kick in right on the last lap of the race, but yeah, Doug Bors there with the top 10 finish, German Wonder in 11th. Throne Cooney's coming around to cross the line now. He will finish P12. Matt Coper just behind him will take P13. Whew, that was an epic race, guys. What a race. That was so close at the end. I just wish we could have had an extra 15 minutes, because I think Ringmaster and Ritz would have had a right old battle for the end there. HTR Rod is going to cross the line and take P13. Mark Music, for a good drive, will take P14. Or it might have been P15. I know there's a few people have left. And then Pro Aqua Gamer is going to come around with, to finish off his lap. And then I think the last driver to cross the line is the Super Swede Racing Team's Bossman Ninja, who will take P15 in the Porsche. And what an epic race, guys. Silent Furious, Shumi, thank you very much for the compliments. Klopti, Juvie didn't even race. That's the thing we were saying. He didn't even turn up. Thank you, Aresh, as well. Yeah, everyone said, don't forget Cozy. I'm pretty new to XCL, but yeah, Cozy is, I'll say congratulations to him at the end. But HJR Ronnie saying he is the lead rookie driver. Now, even finishing 14th, Ronnie, I think you're going to get some good XCL rating points there, because every driver ahead of you is, like, obviously a much better rating than you, so you should get a good rating, I believe. Minor Shark not happy with his pace there, Ninja. But yeah, guys, that was a fantastic race. Really enjoyed that one. All race long, we didn't know who was going to get P3, and in the end, Ritz took it in an epic battle. And most importantly, guys, a McLaren didn't win. So, and on that note, I'll say goodbye. I'll see you next time. Ta-ra for now.